Well, percenters, welcome back. Coach Tommy here. Another teaching tape, Hawks at Nuggets. Let's watch Jokic. I think this might be the first game with Aaron Gordon. For those that are new, I'm a psychologist. I'm a basketball coach. I'm a personal trainer, performance enhancement coach. So I have kind of a unique take on all this. All right, let's go. So we talk about off-ball movement versus on-ball movement. We talk about getting to spots versus looking for shots. And then we talk about team versus individual. So see if we can find some good examples for you guys to learn. Lazy pass. Okay, so right off the bat, terrible spacing. Okay, you get stuck here. This is horrible spacing. Horrible. These four are all in a line. Okay, he has nowhere to pass it. Okay, so his pass should be here, but he's trying to force something into Capella. Okay, even if he passes to here, he should be moving up a little bit because now he's in between both of these. So this passing angle is going to be a little bit tough. And that's why it gets stolen. Is that Aaron Gordon right there? The little headband? That is. All right, let's see what he can do, man. So I always talk about roles versus positions, right? We got a scorer, Will Barton. We got a scorer, Jamal Murray. We got a playmaker here. I think Michael Porter is a scorer and then a slasher. Aaron Gordon, I have no idea. I think he wants to be a scorer. So we'll see what happens with this team. You got JaVale McGee, who's a slasher and a defender. So this is a simple horn set. You have a lot of NBA guys. Well, right now they're kind of in a 5-out. Horns is usually here. Okay, 2 guys in the corner. Okay, 2 guys are on the elbow. 5-out is when you have 5 guys spaced out around the perimeter. So it's a hybrid. You're gonna get a double screen, looks like, coming down here. So they're just switching places. Oh my God, just little. He should shoot that. So this is exactly what I mean by Jokic as a playmaker. I mean, any normal shooter would just come across this, right, left, right into a jump shot. Okay, he gets all the attention on him. He can very easily, I've seen him come off of pin downs, shoot it, but this is an easy catch and shoot to get somebody open. Jokic has the ball in his hands a lot more than Porter. Here comes a backdoor. Okay, backdoor on that side. Dribble handoff, shoot it. I mean, that's going to be easy. I think Aaron Gordon's probably a little bit better doing that than Michael Porter Jr. He's kind of him and Michael Porter Jr. are pretty interchangeable. Again, okay, so operating from spots, right? These are the spots that you guys want to be in, and it breaks down basically every defense. Okay, these are the weak spots on the court. So I don't care about the defense. Anytime you get it into one of these spots, that defense is going to be very vulnerable. So Jokic operates a lot from here. You're going to get back screen here. So that's going to be, I mean, that's an easy bucket. And that's how easy it is to get a wide open screen, because there's no way Trae Young is going to switch this. And even if he does, I mean, you can just throw it high. So like I said before on the trade, I mean, Aaron Gordon's percentages are going to go way up. His fantasy stuff is going to go way up. Will Barton and Jamal Murray are the ones that will get out of hand a little bit with the dribbling. Pound, pound, cross, in and out, between the legs, pound, pound. Like, that's not excessive, but they can kind of mess up the offense a little bit. Come on, Trae Young. Dish that. So Trae Young's more of a scorer. I mean, I would have threw that lob. He gets a lot of assists too. A little pick and roll right there would be the little drop pass to Capella for a dunk. Okay, he'd rather take the floater himself. Again. Okay, so score decisions versus playmaker decision. If you're a more comfortable with passing, or you think Jokic is going to have a better opportunity to score when he catches it here on a layup or a floater? Or you're doing the analysis in your brain like my floater, I'd rather shoot the floater. So scorers, their mentality is I'd rather finish the job by myself. Playmakers are always thinking what's the better percentage, give it up or do that. So that's a big distinction between personalities. Your brain and your heart dictate how you play more than your height or your weight. Trae Young with a super deep ball. This would be a good episode to show the difference between position 3, shot, lift path, and all that between Trae Young and Jokic. So we'll get to that a little later when it comes up. I mean, the Hawks, they look so stationary. They're just watching Trae Young. This is kind of an example here. Pound it, pound it, pound it, get around. He does a great job of keeping his dribble, but now he gets stuck, right? Gallo's not a slasher. He's a shooter, and he's not being any helpful. Capella's trying to find a spot, and Herter is basically invisible. Okay. Herter should be coming here, or at least getting all the way to here. Okay, he's got to make himself available, coming up and then coming down, and then Gallo's got to get to the spot a little sooner. Trae Young's in trouble. 2 big dudes on him. Okay. Capella, you gotta get out here a little bit more. Okay, Capella's got to come out here a little bit more. Come out here or get here. Okay, so he's in no man's land. How is he going to get a pass through here? So Trae Young, crazy. Somehow he gets it to him. Right. Not high percentage here again. Right. So next play, you got the the trap in the corner building on Trae Young. Okay, Capella doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Trae Young's like, dude, move, bro. Get into a passing window. So now you got to make this window available, right? That one's closed off. If Trae Young wanted to, he could go behind the back, right? Okay, so now he's breaking that. Like I said, you can always run out of bounds. Okay, no defenders are coming out to you this way. So Gallo gets out of that corner and has got to make himself available here. So Trae Young does what he does. Okay, Gallo's indecisive with his cut. This thing is there, so Trae Young has to wrap this thing around and hook it back up, which is a very difficult pass. Gallo somehow bails him out and just using his muscle to power through Will Barton. But I mean, if 35 would have recognized this a little sooner, that would have been an easy steal. All right, so this looks like a highlight, but this is a terrible. I mean, this is why the Hawks suck. So just because you're a sniper, I mean, you got to get to the spots. Like Gallo, you got to make your cuts quicker. I mean, I would be yelling like crazy. I'd be yelling at Trae Young because he's trying to force stuff. So it's like everybody's fault. Give it up, bro. Jesus. Give it up sooner. One dribble, go to the middle, spin move. So Jokic can go one dribble and then sweep through and do that left right thing that he does. He can also spin back and drop step him. Okay, Jokic always thinks pass first, get my teammates involved first. So Millsap does a great job here. I mean, he runs into him like he's setting a screen, and then all of a sudden he changes his mind. So this is what I hope Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon can figure out quicker. I mean, off ball stuff, it's so much easier to score. Okay, so once he's behind, right? Once Millsap is behind, there's this tiny little window, right, for Jokic to drop it into. So it's more football and soccer than basketball. So don't do a lot of over dribbling. There it is, catch and shoot. Oh, what? So again, I mean, the Nuggets are going to kill the Hawks. It looks like. I mean, the way they get their points is just so much easier. Okay, you got one guy running through, back screen set here. If you wanted to, this is a little simple catch and shoot. Okay, push. Okay, push. Be aggressive. Attack that first defender, and then you got a wide open, layup. I mean, I wish you would have already, he's waiting, right? I wish you would have already just bounced it and led him. Like this is why Jamal Murray is like not as good as Jokic. Like you got to pass your guys open. You got to trust that they're going to get there. Millsap's a great cutter. He understands all this. He bounces it to look, and then this is a kind of a risky higher pass. And so you see Millsap. This is like, super nitpicky, but instead of a wide open layup, like an easy layup, he has to, pump fake, dribble, and then get there. Super. So great passers will, pass you open. The scorers, they have to like see the window before they pass it. Sometimes that window closes really quick. Get up. There you go. Good footwork on the catch. Post players slashers. This is good footwork on the catch. Okay. Once you catch the ball, you have to take it back. Take it all back. You should, once you catch it here, right? You're on 1 foot. You should be able to replace and get 2 of your feet facing that way so your back isn't in this guy. He takes a pound dribble to do it. I did a teaching tape on the UConn girls. They do it really, really well. Girls just have typically, especially the post girls on UConn, have greater foot fundamentals, catching fundamentals. Herder. Bailed out there. Decent pass, but not a good pass. Who's 35? I'm picking on 35 a lot, man. Oh, you can't leave Gallo. So this is what I mean. The better of a shooter you are, the less of a pump fake you need. Like all he did was turn his eyes and look here, and then Campanzo was coming to close, and he's out of there. So an eye fake, a pass fake, a look fake is just as good as a pump fake. So that tells you, the power. Herder, catch and shoot. He's just so much more comfortable off the dribble. I mean, this is gonna kill the Nuggets sometimes. So he's got to be comfortable backing up into a 3 and just shooting that for spacing reasons. But he's just so much more comfortable going one-on-one, attacking a closeout versus shooting off of a closeout. Yes, we need more of that, Aaron Gordon. So look how much easier that is. All right, no dribbles necessary. Okay, let Porter cut through. Okay, and then remember, you just get into the spot, guys. Get into that spot, pass on time, land on 2 feet. This is catch and shoot from 8 feet out. There you go. So he's better with this. This is just a simple drift, right? Baseline lift, corner drift. Right? He has to be able to make that. I need the aggression on that shot. Oh my God, why don't you pass that? There we go again. Aaron Gordon showing some stuff. Why wouldn't Michael Porter throw this right here? Like, what the hell? He's wide open. Nobody's back there. Right? So he's not a playmaker. He's a scorer. He's trying to go get his. Excuse me. Back screen. Beautiful. Okay, remember, no straight lines in real life. It's always arcs, so stop doing layups this way. Okay, your layup should be arcing around, okay? You guys see the choices that a scorer is making? Boom, here, okay? Easily he'll drop down left-handed pass if he wants, or just slice layup and finish. I mean, either is good. Either is good. Figure out what type of role you guys are, and then grow and develop into your role. Don't change what you are. I mean, it's very hard to change someone's stripes. It's very hard to change a tiger's stripes, right? So if you don't currently fit into your team, find another team. Hey, Aaron Gordon, I'm telling you guys, oh my God, I wonder how many points he has. I don't know how many points he has. Herder, come on, Herder. What is going on? Jamal Murray. Oh, there we go. What a shot, man. We need you to play defense, bro. Good eyes. Great, great eyes. Trae Young, he gets into trouble a lot. And nobody on the Hawks is coming to really bail him out. So I'm sure his turnover ratio is probably kind of high because he has the ball so much in. These guys don't move that well off the ball. All right. So let's talk about shots. Okay, so for Trae Young, he always does, not always, a lot of times it's an elastic shot. So he's going to go one and then hop. Okay, so one hop, that's finding an easier path to get energy to shoot through that ball. And two, okay, the more the ball travels, so down here, he's going to fling it up. Okay, so it has to start lower for you to get momentum on that ball to accelerate that ball. So if you notice players that the farther they get from the rim, that ball has to dip lower and lower. Okay, you don't see guys holding the ball at position 3 and shooting from this far away typically. Okay, so he's starting his ball way down here. Which is very different than Jokic. So, like I said, most guys, their position 3 is roughly here. Okay, their position 2 is when the ball is right here. Okay, and then position 1 is when the elbow is behind the torso there. Kind of bad drawings. 2, okay, in relation to your spine, right? That's 2, 3, and 1, something like that. Floater. I mean, how are you going to stop that? I mean, guys, you need to work on that floater once you get into that spot right around the nail, right around the elbow. Power, left hand. Patent stats. So if he just lets you pivot like this, I mean, this is stupid defense. So when he front pivots in, Capella's already giving him that way. And so once you get that way, I mean, you already lost. This is the worst spot to get behind a bigger, stronger guy. So once he gets in here, Jokic can just bump him out and then, finish on either side. So when he front pivoted, when Jokic front pivoted, Capella should have switched to this side to make at least Jokic go around a little bit to the help side. If you force your guy that way, you have no help because you're the biggest guy. Who's your help going to come from, dude? Terrible defense. Oh my God, just turn and shoot, take your time. I mean, what the hell? Like, guys, there's no, I mean, what you gotta help something. I mean, just giving up. Like, what the hell? Take your time, take your time. No help coming. Capella's not helping, nobody's helping. What the hell? You gotta pick your poison, but Jesus Christ, you're gonna let your smallest, weakest guy guard the biggest, strongest guy on the other team. No help, just give up 2 points. Floater game all day. So this is how a shooter posts, right? He doesn't really want to use his strength. He want to use his height and then get back into that right-left fade. Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe, KD. That's a brick for Jokic. But this is Jokic's position 3. Okay, there's that video I did. The main reason why Jokic is unstoppable, it's because if he puts his ball here into position 3 up here, right? Like I said, normally guys, their position 3 is like this. Okay. So his position 3 is all the way up here. It makes his shot a lot higher to guard. He's already 7 feet. So that ball's up at like 8 feet just, before he even releases. So that lets him jump, 1 inch without ever really being contested. Okay, so that's his position 3. So that's basically when you begin to, do that momentum on the ball. Here you go. You see this? This is when he starts to do his. Okay, so Campanzo here. Okay, I don't like his shot. He keeps too stiff of a 90 here. That elbow should be getting closer. Okay. Okay, so when you guys here's position 3. As you guys move here, this thing should be at a smaller angle. So when you move it here, your arm should be here. And so when you're here, this should be slightly back. Okay, so your elbow should be closer to your body down here. So Campanzo's a little bit more stiff in his shot and less archy. There's a butt whooping. They're up 15. Again, arcs, right? Arcs over straight line drives. The Hawks are boo-boo, man. What's going on? Get to the spot, right? Wide open. Small little left-right fade. Controlled fade. Again, right? Where is all the soft spots, guys? This is terrible spacing. He's got to move a little bit. But the Hawks defense is awful. Oh my God. It's like, what is going on? Let me see some Aaron Gordon. BOL BOL. I want to see him. He's nice, man. He got skills. I seen him when he was not in the NBA, and he moves really, really well. Imagine guarding somebody like that. Half a step, not even a half a step, a quarter step. You're a little bit too close, and he's by you, man. He could dribble. He can shoot, and I think he shoots with the high position three. So I mean, if I'm on a dark horse bet, I mean he's going to be barring any injuries, he could easily be an MVP of the league in 3 to 5 years. Yep. Ha! There it is, man. So he's going between the leg, misdirection. Here we go. See how I talked about that more narrow angle here versus out here with Campanzo. Okay, so that makes the ball come up closer to your body, a little bit smoother and quicker coming up. And then who is going to guard this? He jumps higher. Okay, so that is a super high position three. I'm going to start working on my position three shot. I'm going to start changing it just for educational purposes. Look at that, man. Look how high that elbow is, all the way ball up in front of his forehead. Yee. If you got a BOL rookie card, I mean, keep that thing. I'll buy it from you. Well, actually, yeah, well, I gave you away the secret. Step back. I mean, that doesn't bother him. Look how close this guy is. Okay, this does not affect the ball because like you're here, you have to reach here to even affect that ball. So that release point is crazy. Look how high that is. Jesus. Glad I stuck around for the last 1 minute and change of this trashy Hawks game. All right, well, Hawks fans, sorry, you guys suck. Denver Nuggets, man, it's looking bright, man. You got Aaron Gordon, BOL BOL developing in the background. You got Michael Porter Jr. who's looking pretty good. You just need more consistent shooting, I guess. And then somebody to help on defense. I didn't see JaVale McGee. I heard the Lakers got Drummond. So, I mean, it's going to be Lakers versus Nuggets if the Lakers stay healthy. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.